Pearson. I'm sure most of you are familiar with Pearson and their publishing company side. So today we have Seth and Maston. I'll let you guys introduce yourselves. Right now, Seth, we have your screen up on the display, so I'm going to let you take it away. If you guys have questions, please go ahead and speak loudly. Hopefully they can hear you on the speakerphone, and if not, I'll repeat the questions for you. All right, with that, it's all yours.
Perfect. Thanks, guys. And first, we really appreciate the opportunity to talk with you all today. I'm starting the recording service, by the way. So if we get interrupted with your meeting is now being recorded, you'll know why. My name is Maston Jones. I am an executive director here with Pearson. I work in...
The host has the recording feature on.
And there it is. I work with our strategic partnerships group, working with institutions at kind of that kind of school-wide, institution-wide level to explore different ways that Pearson can partner to help empower what the school does, which is ultimately educate and engage your students and make sure that you are able to reach every single student in the most meaningful way possible. With me is Seth. Seth, do you want to go ahead and Seth Morgan's with me? Do you want to go ahead and introduce yourself?
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Seth Morgan. I'm a solutions consultant with Pearson based out of Denver, Colorado. Denver is kind of home to the Open Class team, and so I work closely with the Open Class team, and it's really my job to present Open Class and kind of stay close with the product teams and provide feedback from what we're hearing from our partners, and also present what we're working on to folks. And so that's what I'm going to do today. I'm going to give you a tour of Open Class and explain kind of what it is and what it does.
Yeah, and as Jim said, we can keep this as discussion oriented as possible. I will let you know, at least for me, the speakerphone on your end is a little bit hard to hear. So if you do have a question, and we just keep plowing through, please do talk louder, or you can dramatically wave your arms, but we won't see it. So we'll try to get our attention, and we'll be able to go down any one path that might be interesting, and make sure we're getting everyone's questions addressed kind of in real time as we're going through the product and the solution. So Seth, I'll pass the presenter over to you, and let's go ahead and get started with Open Class. Thanks, everyone.
Yes, thanks, Maston. So once again, good afternoon. So let's talk a little bit about Open Class. First off, I wanted to share with you any of my comments, or if you want to learn more about Open Class, really the best place to do that, besides contacting one of us, myself or Maston, is really openclass.com. So I would recommend coming to this website and poking around. It's optimized for your tablet, so if you want to check this out while you're watching TV or something, Open Class. Our marketing website here and Open Class itself is optimized for mobile, and I'll talk more about that as we go along. So take a look at the information here. There's some case studies and videos and whatnot, but I should be able to give you a pretty good overview and introduction to what we're doing with Open Class. So hopefully we'll answer a lot of your questions today. So just to kind of set the stage, what we're looking at is a fictitious university that we've kind of set up to give you an idea of what Open Class looks like in the real world, and what it would look like with a kind of a full complement of students and instructors. And right now we're logged in as an instructor. This is Dr. Ingrid Wells, who is an instructor, but also in this university, which again is fictitious, but we're going to speak as if it is real. She is also the administrator. She's also an administrator of this university as well, so she has access to all of kind of the enrollment capability of Strata University here. And I'm going to just, kind of show you a little bit of that admin system a little later on. But wanted to first talk about, what we're seeing here at the front. And this is really the focus of OpenClass, which is to bring social interactivity really to the forefront and make it central to the learning environment and the whole experience of going online to do your coursework and learn your lessons. So the very first thing anyone will see when they log into OpenClass is a screen similar to what we're seeing here, which is what we call the dashboard. And on the dashboard, you can kind of already see I have access to all of kind of the courses that I'm enrolled in. In this case, I'm an instructor, so these are all the courses that I'm instructing. But I'm also seeing right in the center, front and center, is this access to the stream of, student interaction, where it's really a mix of kind of micro-blogging, kind of that's a industry term for, just sharing thoughts and, sharing funny things. Really kind of the stuff that, folks use Facebook and Twitter for is really what we enable through the OpenClass experience. It really is, I would say, a combination of kind of Facebook wall posts and kind of Twitter. Kind of combines those two paradigms and really brings it into the academic and school scenario. And the advantage of using our proprietary tool over those other services I just mentioned is it really kind of protects the student, walls them off from any potential dangers of kind of Facebook and Twitter that we know can kind of crop up from being in the middle of the World Wide Web. So this is really gives you all the ability to have that network and that interactivity, but protected in kind of your own school environment. So we'll cover this social stream a little bit more in a second, but I also want to introduce the idea of the social network, which you see here on the right. You'll see kind of all of these avatars. At Strata, everyone's very very diligent, and they all uploaded, a very beautiful avatar photo. This is a modeling school, if you couldn't tell. Everyone's very, very good looking, because if you're going to buy stock photos, you cannot, they're all models. So in any event, we can access all of the people that we're kind of connected to in the school, and we'll be connected to them because they are going to be in a course that I'm either in now or a course I used to be in. There's also other ways to, if people are posting and interesting things, I can kind of find them and then follow them through that. So if there's someone that I know is always posting, an interesting topic, then I could kind of click on that person and really see, okay, so Vince is always posting interesting things like this social media citation guide, and I can see his network, and then from there, I can see what other people are saying, and then I can kind of start to build my network as well. It's really similar to how a lot of the web is working these days, so really nothing necessarily groundbreaking, but what is nice, it's groundbreaking in the sense of, in the education context, OpenClass really makes it very streamlined and easy to access all of these tools. So a lot of, everyone has some sort of attempt at, social media and socialization in the LMS space. The difference for OpenClass for me is really how intuitive and streamlined it is. And it really is kind of baked at the core of what we're doing. So getting back to the social stream, Here I have the opportunity to write out a long-form post. I could write out a mini blog post, or I can, share something funny I saw. If I were to paste a YouTube video, well, let's go ahead and do that. Let's see. Let's go to YouTube. Let's find. I'm just going to type in accounting. Find whatever pops up. There's this guy. This guy always kind of makes me laugh. So he's always number one, that guy. So we're gonna get the share code for the. Actually, I don't even need to get that. I can just copy the URL, and when I go back to OpenClass, if I wanted to share that video with everyone, simply paste in the URL, and OpenClass immediately recognizes that it's YouTube, knows the exact YouTube, and posts it there. So all I did was I copied that URL, and now all of a sudden I've shared that particular video with my network. So, and you also have some kind of additional options on. You have different channels that you can share posts with. So if you want to kind of share it with your entire network, you can do that, or you can kind of narrow it down and share it with a kind of a specialized smaller segment of your network. You can also share media. So if you want to add various types of images or an audio file or different file types, it's drag and drop. So I could, if I had something on my desktop and I wanted to share it with everyone, I would just kind of drag it and drop it right on that add a file link, or I could click that and it does the standard choose a file scenario as you see here. So you can really, it's just a way to really share any kind of standard media that everyone's sharing all over the internet these days. But we're bringing right for your institution, and so it's going to be a network of the peers and the folks in the institution. So another component is the ability for you to communicate in real time with your network. So right down here, I can see my network, and I see that one of my students, Susan Anderson, is online. So I could type a kind of a chat with her. So you can ask. It's a great way for students and instructors to, for example, kind of have questions and answer sessions for an instructor to kind of hold office hours. Holding office hours virtually could be just as simple as the instructor is logged into OpenClass, and the students will be able to log in and they'll be able to see that the instructor's online and kind of start a chat. It's also a great way for students to interact with one another and collaborate or ask each other questions. Really kind of creates that same experience you can get in person. Seeing someone in the hall and asking them a question, but we're bringing it kind of online. We also have this Skype integration that I wanted to show you. So if I go to my profile, you'll see. I need to go to someone else's profile. Hold on. One moment. But we have an integration with Skype that allows you to basically click a Skype icon and connect directly with another user that's utilizing Skype. For example, I think this Tyler. See, Tyler is not using Skype. Not everyone's got Skype signed up. It's like the real world. So if you've chosen to kind of have Skype, then there's kind of an icon that allows you to do a one-click connection to Skype, and that'll kind of connect both users via Skype, and that enables all of the benefits of Skype, desktop sharing, video chat, things of that nature, and that's all free because Skype's a wonderful tool. Another thing to point out on this opening screen here is we have one of the benefits of OpenClass is we have a deep integration with Google, and what that enables is if your institution is, say, or if you are now or will be in the future kind of a Google Apps for Education institution, then you can directly connect the documents, the email, calendar notifications right into OpenClass. So students could click on, for example, you'll see this 37 unread messages. So this is connecting me directly to my inbox for Gmail, in addition to calendar events as well. And also if we have collaborative documents that we're working on. And if you're not using Google Apps for Education, you can also kind of plug in your own Gmail and kind of use this through that method as well. So you don't have to be a Google Apps for Education school to utilize this tool. We also have a notification system. So I see that I have this new notification that the student starts following me in the network. I can click on this student and we'll see that okay, so Susan is following me and she has chosen to share this information about herself. This is her network. We saw that a little bit earlier, and if she was posting, we would see that here. And here's that infamous Skype icon I was alluding to earlier. So if I wanted to Skype Susan, I could click on that link right there, and it'll initiate a Skype call to that individual. So let's go back here. We're going to jump into the course at this time. So this is a list of all the courses that I'm instructing, and likewise, if I was a student, this would be a list of all the courses that I'm enrolled in as a student. So we're going to click on this accounting course, and it just jumps us right into the accounting course. And you'll notice it changes a little bit. Now we're kind of, we've entered a course, but we do have some permanence of kind of this top dashboard, this top toolbar here. So in OpenClass, you're never lost because you always kind of have access to everything in this orange bar. So you'll always kind of know where you are, and that is an advantage of OpenClass. Is some other tools, some other systems. In my opinion, you can kind of get lost in where you are, not exactly where you are in the system. OpenClass is really not too many levels of where you can be, and if you are anywhere, you always kind of have access to this kind of central navigation system to get back to the beginning, which is the dashboard. So coming into a course, you'll notice that we have kind of a similar social feed right at the front here. The difference from the first feed that we were looking at is this is going to be items that have just been selected to be shared with this accounting course channel. So, I was talking earlier about how you can share things with your entire network or specifically choose certain channels to share content with. So all of the items that are appearing here have been kind of selected to be shared with this accounting course channel. So very similar tool, works the same way, where you can post video and everything that we kind of went over earlier. In addition, very important to have course announcements, so those are available. You just kind of click right here, and it gives you this pop-up that shows you exactly what the full announcement is. We have this upcoming feed, which is a great feature, which helps students keep track of, what's going on this week. So what do I have to accomplish this week? Is there an assignment or something that the system is telling me is due this week? So it's always kind of be 7 days ahead, so you can always kind of, know what's coming up in the near term for you as a student. This is an instructor-only piece. So there are a few things that are instructor-only. I'm going to try to point those out to you. This is an example of that. So instructors get this for review section, and for review is really just a stream of notifications that lets the instructor know that they kind of have some work to do. So when a student has turned something in, and now it's time for the instructor to take a look at what that student has turned in. As soon as the instructor grades this item, then it'll kind of drop off this stream, this notification stream. So this applies to turned in assignments, we call submissions, and also quizzes. So, open class, just to step back a little bit, we've kind of focused on, the social and kind of, I've just been trying to give you a lay of the land, set the context. But now that we've done that, stepping back a little bit, open class really is, at its core, a learning management system. So it does all the things that you expect it to do. You've been seeing presentations of what all the competitors do in the space. Open class does all the major functions that you've seen. So we have quizzes, we have threaded discussions, we have gradebook. We accomplish all of the kind of the nuts and bolts goals that you want to accomplish with any kind of online course system. So I want to assure you of that. I'm going to, kind of show you all those tools, but if I don't show something, ask me if we do it. But essentially, the general heading here is that open class really accomplishes, all of the core features that we want to get done with an online course. Allows you to create content, present content. These are all things that I'm just giving you a preview of what we're going to cover in a moment. But open class also kind of has the added benefit of giving you great methods to integrate both open, what we call OER content, which is open education resource, which are just kind of copyright and free content that anyone in the education sphere can incorporate into their course without worrying about copyright issues. So we have hundreds of thousands of items that we can incorporate into a course to build it. We also have premium pieces of content that make it really easy to integrate and present to students through open class. So in addition, just, in the beginning here, in addition to being kind of a fully functioning online course with all those core tools, open class stands out in that we have, kind of an industry-leading ability to kind of find interesting content and easily incorporate it into the course, whether that content be free content or premium content. And of course, Pearson is a leading provider of premium content, so we have a lot of beautiful Pearson assets that we can incorporate into the course, and I'll show you a little bit about that. But it's also important to notice to know that if there are other types of premium content that you want to incorporate, that's possible with open class as well. But the Pearson assets are terrific, and we'll show you those in a moment. Okay, so this is, like I said, this is the default screen once you get into a course, showing you what people are saying about the topic, and giving you a quick overview of all of the most pertinent information. You can also kind of have this fun thing called articles, which is just an RSS feed. So if the instructor wants to put in, a stream of interesting, articles, RSS really is just, if you're not familiar, almost any news service or any website that's worth its salt has, maybe buried, but you can always find an RSS feed for, any of the news websites that you frequent, and what they do is they just kind of give you a stream of all of the articles that website's presenting. So it might not be easy to find, but if you Google, website RSS, you'll find that link, and it makes it really easy to, present an excellent source and, what's kind of the latest. So you can always kind of tailor it to whatever topic, the particular course is dealing with. In this case, it was economic, accounting, so business type articles. So first let's talk about course tools here. OpenClass, also, one thing to note, what I'm showing you here is OpenClass has a lot of flexibility in how you choose to create, a course outline, a course structure. So in this course example, we've kind of utilized a very linear format to present the content, and that is a method to create a course. But if you prefer more kind of module-based structure, something more akin to how Blackboard structures information, you could use OpenClass to replicate that type of organization of a course. In this course, we've kind of structured a little more linear than that. But if that is something you're more comfortable with, and you have that option, because as I said, OpenClass has lots of flexibility in how you are laying out your course content and the course tools. So keep that in mind. As I'm showing you a way. There are myriad ways to organize all of these tools and content. So we have, like I said, all the standard tools you're looking for. Syllabus. This syllabus tool is really a tool that is kind of a template-based deal where it really kind of helps you build it's really a syllabus builder. So kind of walks you through the process of building a complete syllabus. And you'll notice what I just did there is I clicked on Modify Page. So this, again, is a instructor-only tool. And this is how instructors, whenever they want to kind of, create content or get to the settings of a particular tool, there's always going to be that Modify Page in kind of the corner there, and that's how you'll do that. And that's really kind of the same method for any of the tools. So if you see me doing that occasionally, that's just because I want to get into the settings view of something. And if I want to get back to, what does a student see, then I just go to the view again. And this is really going to give me the student view. So although there's not, a different account where it's student view, you don't really need that with OpenClass, because truly everything when you go into view mode, then you're seeing what the student will see. So you can kind of preview, how the course is going to look to the students just by being in the proper view. So it makes it easy. Some systems you have to, get into a different account to see what the student sees, but with this system, it's a little more streamlined than that. Have a calendar. And there's different views. So enables the instructor to plot out a lot of items in the course. We have the kind of the list view, month view, and then the term view. It's pretty straightforward. Anything with that's got the different color, you can highlight over it. It tells you what's on that date. Submissions. This is of course a crucial component to any online course. You got to have the ability for students to turn items in, turn documents into the course, and we of course have that system. One thing that's nice about what we do is you can have essentially the equivalent of a dialogue about a particular assignment with a student, and it works much the same way that a modern threaded discussion would work. So it kind of creates a trail of the student, says a comment, the instructor can kind of comment back. So the student kind of has this record of, the instructor's kind of official comments about what they've turned in. Of course, gradebook. You got to have a gradebook in an online course, and the OpenClass gradebook, I'm a particular fan of because it's very easy to use. It works just kind of like an Excel spreadsheet, in that you just click in an item and you can enter kind of the basic components of the grade. You can also enter in comments, and if you want to sort of dive in to the assignment, then you can click on the view details screen and really kind of dive in a little deeper. We have options to export the gradebook and different grading by assignment options here. So different views and different ways to, depending on more of a instructor preference on how they like to view the gradebook or do their.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can. Yeah, please.
Let's say I put out an assignment. Student opened the assignment. They submitted the assignment. I now want to look at the assignment and assign a grade to it. Is the assignment submission attached to any of these particular rows or records that you have where I would enter the assignment? And if so, could you please demonstrate it?
Okay, so some of that question I didn't hear, but let me repeat what I think I heard and tell me if I'm right or wrong. So I think you're asking about if a student has they've submitted an assignment, you're wanting to see kind of the flow of how an instructor would interact with that assignment and assign a grade?
Yes.
Okay, absolutely. So that's a great question. So that answer starts with so we have the submissions tool here, and how does something get input into the gradebook? That has to do with kind of the setup of the course, and I'm gonna try to answer your question. Tell me if I fully answer it, and if not, we'll keep going. But I would go to this menu here. This is where I'm setting up the course, arranging everything, and on this settings, this is where I kind of have the opportunity to, if I want to make something in the gradebook and also submissions, this is where I do it. So on this week 1 assignment, it's both going to be able to be turned in and in the gradebook. So if I check mark both of these items, then it'll connect automatically that submission into the gradebook. If I only checked submissions, it would be kind of a slot for students to turn something in, but it wouldn't be in the gradebook. So that's where the answer starts. So if you have to kind of check mark both of those things, and then from there, so let's take a look at week 1 assignment. So let's see who's turned something in. I'm going to click and see who's turned something in, and then we'll take a look at it in the gradebook. Okay, so Olivia has. So we'll go to this, find Olivia. So this hasn't been graded yet. So essentially, right at this like today, so this is where I would kind of I would enter in, everything I wanted to enter in about the comments and the grade for that student on that assignment. But so one piece that is a future enhancement will be that ability to streamline that process. So right now you have to. The submissions is not, you can't bring up the assignment through the gradebook and grade it from one view. So I think that's what you were looking at. So that's kind of a 2-step process right now. But as far as setting it up, it's pretty easy. I do know I've seen some screens of making that from the gradebook, you'll have kind of the the assignment appear in the view. It's definitely an enhancement that's on the roadmap, but I can't show it to you right now. But I can show you some screenshots of it, but nothing totally set right now. So, does that answer your question?
Thank you, yes.
Okay, thank you. So the next component of the gradebook is this performance dashboard, and this is the type of analytics that OpenClass provides. So
Seth, there's another question.
Sure.
Can you go back to the submissions button where
Yeah.
This
Okay,
had a-
going.
This had a list of, so if you push the comment and return button, what do you
Mhm.
push?
So if comment and return, what'll happen here is this will kind of send the assignment back to the student and let them know that the instructor has reviewed it. So as soon if I type in a comment and I click send, then the student's going to get this will kind of appear back to the student, and the student will get a notification saying the instructor has reviewed your assignment and returned it back to you. So if I wanted to, right now, before that future enhancement comes in, what would the most robust way to do it would be, you would download the attachment, add any comments you wanted to add, and return it back. So that's where I would attach the file. But of course, the one screen item that I was alluding as a future enhancement will make that process even smoother. But so right now it's kind of this two-step process where you have to kind of reattach a file that you've kind of edited offline.
Thanks.
Okay. Does that answer your question?
Yes, thank you.
Okay, great. Thank you. So I was just kind of getting into this performance piece and really wanted to highlight this because this is the type of analytics that is the hallmark of how we handle student data and analytics inside of OpenClass. And that's to, rather than, present data as a series of, numbers, statistics, and spreadsheets and things of that nature, or try to, kind of present everything visually, make it interactive, and really make it the most relevant information for a student or instructor. So from an instructor perspective, we can check out quickly the top performers. I can see, this color coding system, who's doing well. But if I want to change the configuration of, what constitutes a green, then I can move these arrows. So this is me, like, on the fly, being able to adjust the parameters of who's showing up in the graphics here. So you'll notice that I've changed it. That went from 19 to 23. So really any of the data that you can work with inside of OpenClass is all kind of has this kind of this form and ethic to make it the most relevant, visual, and allow you to not have a master's degree in statistics to get relevant information, which is how a lot of kind of analytics work these days, which is you must know but all sorts of probability-based terminology mean to understand. But we're trying to make it readily accessible and useful for everyone.
Question.
Yeah.
Okay, I want to post something for students to read or look at. Can I take a look and see who has looked at it and when?
Yeah, so that's a great question. So not right now, like not today, but OpenClass we're capturing that data. There's prototypes of what that interface would look like that I've seen, but I don't have something I can show you right now that does exactly that.
Thank you.
But the OpenClass is capturing that. I'm just we haven't developed the interface to surface that information like we have for this data. So we have certain data surfaced right now, and certain data is just waiting for to be pushed out to surface it. So I'll show you some more data surfaced, but that particular one we don't have right now.
Thank you.
You've got it. So collaboration. This is something that really only OpenClass is going to have. This is a really unique way for students to interact with one another, have student groups. This is kind of utilizing the Google ecosystem a little bit. So it's mirroring OpenClass and the power of kind of the Google documents and the Google ecosystem, which, as you can imagine, is very powerful. So if you create a group in this example, let's take a look at Acme companies. You can essentially create a group around a set of media and Google documents. And what that means is, Google document is the type of thing where 30 students could be in the same spreadsheet at once, all interacting and editing it and collaborating in real time. And then it works kind of like a wiki. So as the instructor, you can kind of see the history of who did what and when and who made what changes, because that's all kind of captured by Google. And so it's a great way for instructor to organize everyone, say, work on this Acme company's spreadsheet here. And then you as instructor can really see who was the leader of the group, who was doing more work than you can see who was commenting, because there's kind of that ledger. So that's how this works. It's really easy to create these groups. You simply click on add people, and you decide if you want to make someone a writer or a reader of a particular item. So and this is also something that students can initiate amongst themselves as well. So the student wanted to create some sort of collaborative group. They can do it kind of outside of the instructor's purview, and maybe just a study group, and they could do really the same thing, or the instructor can kind of make it more official and say this is a kind of an officially graded group. So it's a really neat tool. The only caveat to it is all of the students and instructors would need to be have a Gmail account of some sort, but really neat otherwise. So let's show you some of the other tools of OpenClass. I'm going to jump into week one here. So right here, this is an example of Pearson Course Connect content. So I just kind of said, Pearson has these premium content, really dozens and hundreds of different types of media. And one of the things that we have is kind of these white label pre-built courses called Course Connect, where we've kind of built the entire course, all the structure of the course, the lesson plans, the lessons, interactive lessons, and that's all kind of available, where you can really just kind of click all of that content really easily into OpenClass. So this is an example of that. Wanted to show you the just real quick what the premium content looks like a little bit as far as the interactive pieces. So if you click into an item here, there's lots to say about Pearson Course Connect. I'm just wanting to show you a few things. There's kind of self-checks. It can talk to you. It's all customizable to your institution. You want to add certain information or take certain information out. But that's just a little bit on that. This Pearson Course Connect deserves a long presentation itself. I just wanted to expose to you a little bit of what it looks like. Also, just gonna kind of shotgun a little bit of the different pieces of content that we can do with OpenClass. You'll see we can also kind of provide audio files. You can embed video really easily into OpenClass. You can look at ebooks directly through the OpenClass interface. This is utilizing a partner called CourseMart, which is kind of an ebook distribution partner. But if you wanted to use Pearson eText or even a different solution, it'd work really the same way, where you can kind of just make it a link inside of OpenClass. We have the threaded discussion. Yep.
Question. Can we record our own audio and have it attached directly to an assignment in a course, or create our own video within your system?
So the answer is sort of yes and no. So we have kind of there are kind of plugins and third-party tools that we can use to accomplish that goal, and then OpenClass will be kind of the platform through which everyone utilizes and sees that video. So there are a number of different ways to do that. We have a couple of different partners already that do that. So, for example, we have a tool called VoiceThread that is an OpenClass partner, where you can do exactly what you just said, record yourself commenting on a video, or record the video itself and integrate it right into OpenClass. We have another tool called Watch-It, which this one is kind of freely available, so you can do what you just said, record yourself, and then distribute to your students right through OpenClass. I'm just clicking on it to show you what that looks like real quick. So this is not a core technology of OpenClass, but it's really kind of following the new model of what LMSs do, which is other tools are going to be better at capturing video, and we're just kind of the platform that allows you to use it. So you would just kind of click on Activate Webcam and record yourself, and you can distribute it to your students. There are other tools available. This one just happens to be already kind of baked into OpenClass and freely available to use. So there's ways to do the audio as well.
Thank you.
Seth, if they have an audio file or a video file that they want to make, that a faculty member wants to put into his or her class as a piece of content, can they do that? Or does it have
absolutely.
to be done through Watch-It or one of the apps that plug in?
Yeah, absolutely. So let's go back to this listen here. So these files are actually hosted in OpenClass. So we have that's a great point. So if you already have kind of the file itself, and you've created the recording, using maybe QuickTime on your computer, and you have that file, then OpenClass, you can go to this. It's just the file manager, so essentially you can just upload any kind of media file, whether it be a video or a recording, and as you're creating the content in OpenClass, we have these different kind of wizards and tools. So for this example, I click on this link wizard, and I link to content or files. And so if I were to link to a audio file, that's how I could easily get it into the course. So if you already have that file, OpenClass makes it real easy to make it a part of the course. If you want like a web-based interface that allows you to do it without having the file, then that's where those partner tools come in. But yeah, like I said, if you already have the tool, really easy to add it into the course. And so this is a great chance to talk about kind of the content creation abilities of OpenClass. So that's all available here. All of these different buttons represent really kind of a different wizard and a different ability to kind of create the content you see here. So this is really nothing special. The content here looks really good, but anyone that's kind of learned how to use OpenClass for maybe an hour, you got a little bit of a head start. You could learn how to create things of this level, this nature here. So lots of ways to accomplish, I guess, the end goal there. Wanted to also show you that OpenClass has, we have the threaded discussions that are such an important part of any online course. A couple additional nice features, an instructor post, it gets highlighted, and you can mark things as read, unread. Things. If I want to sort by just read, I can do that, and actually nothing was read, so it's all gone. If I want to view all responses again, so now they're all back. So let's take a look at the open class. So I've shown you a lot so far, but I wanted to kind of touch more on this piece of building and kind of incorporating beautiful and great content into OpenClass, which is really a big differentiator for what we do. And the easiest way to do that is through the Exchange. So any instructor can get access to the Exchange. They'll just click on the central bar here, and they click on Exchange. It takes us right into the Exchange, and this is really a repository of hundreds of thousands of open education resources. So, some of the best video interactive simulation modules really available, and we've curated it. So we've cataloged it. We've made sure that it is the best of OER. So we have a team that does nothing but sort of add new pieces of content into the system. And so the easiest way to do something is I could search accounting. And then I search accounting, and it'll search our system, and you'll see here it's brought up lots of resources for me to kind of review and add into my course. So let's just take a look at this just randomly. I take a look at this. It gives me an ability to preview of what this content is, tells me there's a description of what exactly it is, and if I want to add it into my course, it's really, really simple. I just click Add. Brings up a list of all the courses I'm an instructor of. I click Add to Course, and it is done. So this content is now in my course. Now you'll see I can continue browsing, finding more content to add, or I can click Go to Course, and I'm going to do that right now. And I click Go to Course, taking us back into this accounting course we were just in, and you'll notice that video is now kind of available inside the course, so makes it kind of beautifully available. And then later I would go to here and go to the out of range area, and this is where if I want to move that video and place it anywhere in the course hierarchy, then I can do that. And so that's an example of a video, but if we go back to the Exchange, there's many types of things that we can do. We can add ebooks, we can add images, maps. So here's kind of all like a heading. So if I click ebooks, here's some different chapters that I can add into my course. I can go back and I can add simulations. I can look for simulations, and I can add these simulations into my course. In fact, it goes all the way to I can add entire courses. So these are all examples of kind of freely developed courses that I can add, and maybe use these courses as a jumping off point to build more courses. We can also on kind of a subscription basis. I kind of hinted at that Course Connect from Pearson, so we can add all of those catalogs into your search results. We can add, dozens and hundreds of Pearson Course Connect options. So if you searched for those courses, you could immediately add those and use those as a jumping off point. You can also, in the search, we can, on a subscription basis, like I'm saying, we can add these catalogs of, for example, my course tools, which, as you see here, is 26,000 digital assets of Pearson kind of premium content. So rather than Course Connect, which is kind of like the full course, a My Course tool is maybe just kind of different segments and different modules of premium content that are kind of more narrowly focused. And so right now, this particular school is just accessing kind of all the free content. This is what anyone gets, but we have, as I'm showing you here, kind of additional kind of premium content types that you can make available to all your instructors to, kind of give them a jump start in creating, beautiful, the best courses possible. So, the takeaway is we have kind of beautiful tools to create your own content. If you want to kind of always, take the notebook and the handouts that you've been using for years and put them online, we have all the tools necessary to do that. We also have kind of these other resources to kind of, you can import into the course really simply through that kind of marketplace of, content and ideas called the Exchange that I'm showing you here. One last thing I wanted to, maybe two things before maybe we open it up to questions. We have some words on support and kind of what we do around that. So OpenClass starts, we start at being kind of, a free self-service system. So, OpenClass kind of at the base level can be free to use and participate in, and you'll kind of get help by going to something like this community forum where our users are answering other users' questions. We have this help support community as well that really breaks down everything that OpenClass does. There's really, if you went through this, you'd be just as expert in OpenClass as I am. So we have this, and so that's kind of like the starter level that everyone gets. And then we have kind of different levels of premium support. So we have 24/7 help desk available for faculty or students. We have even we have another tier of assistance that can really just provide support to your admins if they have particular questions or need a technical problem handled in an expedited fashion. All the way to a real premium model where you get 24/7 help desk. You're going to get the admin support. You get an account executive that's going to make you aware of, really all the tools that you need to kind of grow as grow in any way that you want to grow the program, from new partnerships to, new technologies that are coming online, and give you full access to the, a direct line to the kind of the OpenClass team, which a lot of great folks on the third floor here in Denver, and it really kind of, so it starts from kind of free, just free to use to some more premium support models where you really get kind of industry leading support. A lot of the support that we built around OpenClass kind of was born out of e-college, which is kind of known and built its reputation around services. And so it's it's that same culture that we've modeled the Pearson OpenClass support around. So can really grow with you as far as the level of support that you require. And another thing I wanted to show you was this learner intelligence system that we have. This is really fun. This is completely cutting edge uses of data and analytics. So I was telling you that OpenClass is capturing lots of data points. and we're just looking to expose more and more of that data, so faculty and students can interact with it. So here's some examples of that. So here's a column, it's the My Activity Compared to My Classmates card. Well, not that one, because that's not a student, because I'm an instructor. Instructors don't see that one. But so here's like a heat map index. When am I most likely to be signed in? So if you look at this, you can kind of learn about yourself. I'm signing in. It seems like in the morning and kind of early evening. So perhaps that's when I'm best at learning. We have fun things like, let's see, where's my recommended people. So we have algorithms that we base, patterns of how long you comment, patterns of discussion, things of that nature that kind of generate this recommendation list of, these people aren't in your network, but perhaps they should be because you're kind of similar to them. So kind of an eHarmony type service to, connect people that maybe aren't connected yet. So we have many things like this, a lot of fun ways to surface data, and we're coming out with more and more of these. Every time you log in, you might see a new learner intelligence card, and so this is really where a lot of the momentum of new and interesting data is coming through. So I've given you a pretty good overview of kind of what OpenClass is, what it does, and I'd love to open it up to more questions or dive deeper into some of the areas we've covered so far.
I want to ask just a couple quick questions, if I could. Can you hear me?
I can, yeah.
Okay. Is this a user? What kind of view is this? Could you give me the student's view and the instructor's view? Is that the same thing that I'm looking at?
Yeah. Sure.
On Blackboard, you can just go between the two different views to make sure, when you're an instructor. So
yeah, absolutely. So, so to be honest, OpenClass makes it even a little easier in that, you're kind of already in the Blackboard, sort of sense. You're already kind of in the student view kind of by default. So really, when you see anything in OpenClass as an instructor, and right now we are an instructor, it's really going to be virtually the same as...
Okay, what about the discussion board? I use that a lot in Blackboard. Where is your discussion board? Can you just give me a quick screenshot of that, your discussion board? I'm just curious.
Sure, yeah, absolutely. So discussion board looks just like this. So it's a tool type that you can create, and looks just like this. So you'll have the opportunity to have kind of this introduction and what the question is, and then students interact with the question and respond to each other and to the question itself.
And the videos, I think you were just pasting in a URL link and everything. Is there, I'm just going through these quickly, but did you say you could upload some video somewhere? Is that some kind of cloud storage option you got there? Or everything's based, I guess, in the cloud, but where is the video going if you're uploading it? As opposed to streaming it or, just posting a link?
So the best way to accomplish that is through we have kind of tools that are really optimized for streaming video. So there's tools that kind of allow you to upload and stream. It is possible to upload a video file to OpenClass and have it stream, but really the preferred method is to do something like I was showing before, which is clicking on let's find one. One of the kind of partner technologies that they're baked right into the experience. So from a student perspective, you don't know that it's a different tool. So here's a good one called Panopto that is good at allowing you to create video, upload video, and categorize it. So that's really the best way to do videos, to use something like Panopto, and we have a couple other tools too.
Okay, so it seems like it's almost kind of like owning a cell phone, and you're kind of handcuffed to whatever apps you upload. These are third-party apps that are
well, when it comes
integrated.
to that particular topic, video, I think when it comes to really anything else, like the core platform for OpenClass is terrific at audio and creating images and really anything. If you have something like Adobe Captivate, if you create lectures in that, or let's say you created a lecture and a video in PowerPoint, you can actually upload those directly into OpenClass, and it'll play the video and stream it for you. We have this. I didn't show this, but if I wanted to add new items, if I use this one called uploaded content, so I'm just going to say video. So if you have kind of some of these content authoring tools like even SoftChalk, or Adobe Captivate or something along those lines, and you have that file, and you can upload it, and OpenClass will host it for you and play the video. But if all you have is like an MPEG, then it's best to kind of utilize one of these apps. But I think video is really the only component of creating content we'd even kind of think about that with. Really anything else, it's great at playing, hosting video. But as far as YouTube and things of that nature goes, I've shown you that it's easy to embed that in OpenClass in many ways.
Okay.
That make sense?
Yeah, I want to make sure that we're clear, though.
Yeah, I'm just talking
I want to make
about
sure we're clear.
streaming
This
and
is
storage.
Maston.
Two different things, yeah. But thanks. That's interesting. I like your interface with the video. That's nice. All right. That was it. Oh, except for, I was just curious if I had to make a quick quiz. These are just questions a lot of people ask me, quiz questions. Like they use Safe Assign. I don't know if you're familiar with that with Blackboard. So I just wondered a comparison with that. That's my last two things. Just, a Safe Assign, the third apps like Turnitin, things like that. Check stuff.
Yeah, sure. So, yeah.
How to make a quiz and then Safe Assign, and then I'll let you go. Thanks.
Matt, did you have a comment? All right.
No, I did. Yeah, I just want to make sure. I think we are clear on it, but as far as uploading audio, video, or whatever kind of instructor, faculty, department created kind of content, you'd be able to upload that directly into OpenClass without necessarily having to use one of these kind of third-party apps like the Panoptos or the Watch It 2s or whatever. The takeaway is that those applications do add some added functionality and features that might make it so that you'd want to use them. And certainly if you do, then they're available. But your content is able to be uploaded directly to the OpenClass kind of experience.
Right, because certain video, certain instructors might not want to share with the world and other things like that. We also got communications classes where students are giving speeches and private things like that. We also have in the teaching department, I work with teachers that are teaching young children and they don't want certain videos out. So yeah, I was asking about, like an instructor just asked here, now how much storage? So I guess that was the question between, is it streaming and just actually storing it? Like we do now, we kind of store a lot of video. I was trying to make that distinction, I don't know. Must be.
Yeah, so the good news on storage is OpenClass doesn't have limits at this time. So if you wanted to put in, a few gigs, no trouble at this time. So we don't have.
I got about 8 terabyte. I got about 8 terabyte. I got about 8 terabyte myself. I think.
Well, I don't know. I mean, that would be that might test that. But no, I mean right now I I'm not aware of an upper limit as far as maybe if you start getting to the terabyte level for one course, that might be trouble. But there might be a limit. We haven't kind of had that come up as an issue, but 8 terabytes is impressive. It's a lot. 8,000 gigs, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that would be interesting to see, but I think, if you divided those 8 terabytes among a few courses, probably work just fine.
Well, just to be fair, it's just like my whole collection.
Sorry.
I didn't mean to throw you off, but that's the quiz up there now, huh?
Yeah, so this is the quiz tool. So you asked about how easy is it to add a quiz. The answer is really easy. So, I showed you that kind of tool that allows you to pick what kind of content. So you pick, like, I want to create a quiz, and then it takes you to this tool. And then from there, you can have video questions, you can have image questions, you can have kind of widgets. You can put in questions. You can kind of expose to the student, whether picture questions, whether something's right or wrong. If a student gets it wrong, you can even have an instructor explanation. But if you want to, you have question pools too. So if you want to add new questions, it's really as easy as adding a new question, and then you have multiple choice, multiple answer, matching short answer essay, and those are the different question types. And it'll simply add the new question to the quiz. Some different configuration options as well. You can even have an introduction to the quiz as well. So yeah, the answer is, and then as far as integrating with sort of more secure testing options, the answer is we have competitive partner options to even including Turnitin to kind of replicate secure testing environments, and we even have identity management tools. So there's kind of like an ecosystem of partnerships that OpenClass has already, and the infrastructure of OpenClass is such that it's really easy for us to incorporate new technology. So if we don't have one, and there's a technology partner that you like for identity management and things of that nature, you already have a deal with them. Chances are really easy to integrate into OpenClass because we have a very open kind of framework for that type of thing.
Cool, thanks for showing me that.
Yeah, a pleasure.
Do you have any kind of clicker integration?
Yeah, we got Top Hat. I don't have that in my demo environment right here, but we have that. Oh, no, not Top Hat. It's what is it? Top Hat Monocle? Is that what it is?
That's correct, yeah. The Top Hat Monocle is clicker integration we have in here. That's not to say that we wouldn't roadmap out, depending on what's in use by particular clients, we wouldn't roadmap out some sort of integration with with another group. But yeah, Top Hat Monocle is the one that we have a standing partnership with.
Yep. Yeah, so one thing I didn't show, but I just wanted to highlight again is we have a tablet app and iPhone and Android apps, and those are on Google Play or the App Store. So you could even take a look at those now. So if you just search OpenClass and the iOS store or Google Play, you'll find we have apps that replicate really what I've kind of shown you with this the web interface. They replicate nearly all the functionality, but it's optimized for mobile. So you'll see here that here's an image of the iPad app, and it looks a little different. It's a little more swipe friendly, so it's kind of designed to be optimized for gestures and things of that nature, but really accomplishes all the goals. The functionality that I've shown you, a student could navigate and take advantage through their mobile app and tablets. So that was one thing I did not show, but any additional questions? Want to take a look at another one of the I showed you the quiz and started discussion. Any other more basic tools you want to dive into?
Any other questions on
All right.
I think we're good.
Well, we are, both Seth and I are certainly available if anything comes up over the next couple days. Or Jim, if you want another couple of sandbox accounts to be created for some folks, you can send me their name and address and we'll get those fired up. Essentially, as you're kind of going through your process, if you have anything that you would like clarified in terms of functionality, then certainly reach out to me. We didn't discuss price or kind of model here today. Somewhat intentionally, some of the pricing structures are dependent on the suite of services that would be selected. And frankly, we probably wouldn't even have time to go down that path here today. But certainly, if it progresses to that stage, obviously set up a time to talk with me and Seth, and we'll walk through what that model looks like.
Sounds good. Thank you very much, guys. Seth and Maston, appreciate your time.
Our pleasure. Thank you.
Take care.
Take care.